Hey, welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, I'm Kyle and I make trombone videos that you can play along to. And this week, I hit 1,000 subscribers. 1,000. I just can't believe it. It blows my mind. And if you are one of those people who hit the subscribe button in the last 10 months, then I want to say thank you. Thank you. It really, honestly, it does mean the world to me that people think my content is worth signing up for. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Now this week, I wanted to talk a little bit about how I got here to 1,000 subscribers, because every journey starts with a single step. And my first ever step was to go on Facebook. This is a Facebook post from the 16th of March 2020, so a little over a year ago. And all I had at this stage was half an idea in my head, a plastic trombone that I'd been mucking around with, and a whole lot of time on my hands thanks to the coronavirus. Thanks, Corona. So luckily, a wonderful friend came through and I got my hands on a trombone. It wasn't a great trombone, but it was a trombone, and that's all I needed to get started. And I just practiced, and practiced. 4 days later, I made my first ever trombone video. It wasn't great, but the idea was just to post a video every single day to my Facebook page in the hope of just getting better. I just wanted to get better at the trombone, and this was a way of holding myself accountable and just taking that first step. Because here's the thing, you don't get better by hoping or wishing or thinking about it. You only get better by doing. And the amount of time that I've wasted in my life just thinking about something or wondering about something rather than just jumping in and doing it. You've got to get your hands dirty. You've got to get stuck in there. Nobody gets it right the first time or the second time or the third time. You've just got to keep going. The best piece of advice I've ever heard to anybody starting a new adventure or a new project is just to accept the fact that at the start, you're going to suck. You're really going to suck. You're going to be terrible, and just lean into it. Be terrible, make all of the mistakes, and then you'll start to get a little bit better. And you'll learn something new, and then you'll get better. And then you'll make another mistake, and then you'll learn something new, and then you'll get a little bit better again. This was the whole idea behind the Trombone Diaries, and this is a little of what it looked like. I'm sure you get the idea. It wasn't great, but we've all got to start somewhere. And so I started experimenting with backing tracks. I got better at using GarageBand. I learned how to use iMovie. And then on day 23, I bought a microphone rather than just playing straight into the camera on the phone. And I learned how to do this. Honestly, you won't believe just how proud I was of myself for that little video. But just tried to get better each day, and I kept the Trombone Diaries going until about day 45. And then I thought, that's enough. I need to stop thinking about starting a YouTube channel and start a YouTube channel. And the first couple of videos that I put up on my YouTube channel were really bad. They were really bad. They were awful. I mean, They are just so embarrassing. They're still there if you really want to do it to yourselves and go back through the archives and have a look. But trust me when I say, when I started this YouTube adventure, I really sucked. But we've all got to start somewhere, and hopefully I look back at this video in a year and wonder what on earth I was doing. Now look, at some point I bought a new trombone. At some point I moved from GarageBand to Logic Pro. At some point I moved from iMovie to Final Cut Pro. But I need to tell you that none of that stuff matters. The equipment doesn't help. The programs don't help. Don't spend money on useless stuff if you just need to get started. The only thing that you really do need is a microphone. A microphone does make a big difference. But really, the most important thing is just to begin, just to start making stuff and try to make everything a little bit better than the last. And it's amazing where you wind up. I never thought I would get to 1,000 subscribers, and now that I've got here, I just know the sky's the limit. I'm really excited to see where this channel goes. Thank you so much for joining me on this adventure, and I'll be back next week with our usual trombone play-along, so I'll see you then.